All right, so are you ready to get into some seriously, deep water today?
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about Sean Diddy Combs and that crazy arrest and, all this stuff swirling around him in Hollywood.
Right.
Everyone's talking about it, and Diddy getting arrested was already a big deal.
Huge.
But what we're trying to figure out is, is this just the beginning? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is there way more to this story?
I think so.
Speedy gossips, they're all over this, and they're saying this investigation could go all the way up to, tons of huge A-list names.
Oh, wow.
We're talking Jennifer Lopez, Jay-Z, even Kim Kardashian.
Wow.
And the accusations are insane, drug trafficking, sex trafficking.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel like a movie.
It's getting serious, and what's interesting to me is how seriously the authorities are taking this.
Right.
It seems like they really think something big is going on.
Yeah, so break it down for me. What exactly are they saying Diddy did, and what kind of trouble could he be in?
Well, the main charges are drug trafficking and sex trafficking, and those are really serious stuff.
Yeah.
Both of those charges have a minimum sentence of 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So if he's found guilty, Diddy could be looking at a long time behind bars.
10 years minimum. That's huge.
Yeah.
And we all know Diddy has money, so he can hire really good lawyers.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's gone forever.
This is going to be a long and messy legal battle.
Yeah.
And it's going to be wild to see how it all ends up.
Now, Speedy Gossips is saying some pretty crazy things about these Diddy parties.
Yeah.
It wasn't all just fancy drinks and appetizers.
Right.
They were claiming that there was some dangerous stuff happening at these parties.
And this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
Because we're not just talking about a celebrity having a wild night.
Yeah.
It sounds like this could have been a whole system of bad stuff going on.
Like a secret society or?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I remember Jason Lee. He said he saw some weird stuff at these parties, too.
Right, Jason Lee, he knows everyone in Hollywood.
Exactly. So it's not just Speedy Gossip saying this. There are other people backing up these claims.
So then there's Kim Kardashian, and Jay-Z, Speedy Gossips, is saying she was drugging powerful men and stealing documents to blackmail them.
Yeah, and that Jay-Z was involved in some shady business deals with Diddy.
Those are some serious accusations.
Yeah, and it's important to remember that these are still just accusations at this point.
Okay.
No one's been proven guilty in court.
Right.
But the police are issuing warrants for Kim and Jay-Z, so it's definitely something they're looking into.
So it seems like they think there's enough evidence to investigate further.
Right.
But wait, there's more, Speedy. Speedy Gossips is talking about tapes, video footage that could, ruin Hollywood.
This is where it gets really crazy.
What's the deal with that?
So apparently someone close to Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Kim Porter, says they have videos that show celebrities in compromising situations.
Really bad stuff.
Yeah, potentially even criminal activity.
Oh, wow.
And if these tapes exist and are as bad as they say,
Yeah.
this could be huge.
Whoa, okay, so let's say these tapes come out. What happens then?
We're talking about a massive scandal.
Yeah.
Reputations ruined, careers over lawsuits everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
And the public humiliation would be unlike anything we've ever seen.
It would be like a bomb went off in Hollywood.
Totally. This could change the entire entertainment industry.
All right, hold on. There's one more twist, my guy. Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, is saying that his dad might be involved in all this.
It's true. Jaden's being pretty vague, but what he's saying definitely raises some eyebrows.
So Will Smith, too. This is crazy. What do you think about that?
Well, what's interesting is that this is coming from Will Smith's own family.
Right.
It's not just some random rumor.
Okay.
These are serious accusations, and we need to be careful.
Yeah.
But it definitely adds another layer to this whole story.
It's like every time we think we know what's going on, there's another twist.
Right.
So what happens now? What are the big questions we need answers to?
Well, first we need more information about the evidence against Diddy and everyone else. What are the police actually investigating? What kind of proof do they have?
Right.
We also need to figure out if Speedy Gossips and their sources are reliable.
Yeah, are they telling the truth?
Exactly. Do they have a good track record?
Okay, so we've got a potential legal battle, a ton of accusations against some of the biggest names in Hollywood and these mysterious tapes.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Overwhelming.
It is. And I think the biggest question is, what's the truth?
Right.
What's really going on behind all of this, and what does it mean for Hollywood?
Yeah, is this just another scandal or is this something bigger?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to try to figure out as we dig deeper into this story.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
So we talked about this whole scandal, but let's go back to these Diddy parties for a minute.
Yeah.
What were they really like?
Yeah, so they weren't your typical Hollywood party.
Okay.
Speedy Gossips is saying these were exclusive invite-only things.
Got
Like
it.
you had to be on the list.
Oh, wow.
And they were at Diddy's crazy mansions.
So like the top people in Hollywood?
Exactly, all the A-listers.
Wow.
But what's weird is it sounds like these parties weren't just about having fun.
Okay, darker side.
Right. Yeah, like there was something else going on.
Give me the details. What are we talking about?
People are saying there were drugs,
Okay.
maybe even dealing drugs.
Wow.
And some people are saying that guests were pressured into doing illegal stuff,
Like what?
or at least things that were super unethical.
This is starting to sound less like a party and more like a crime scene.
Right. And remember, Jason Lee said he saw some shady stuff at these parties too.
Right. Jason Lee, he's been to a lot of these parties.
Exactly. He's not just making this up.
Okay, so we're not just talking about Speedy Gossips here.
Right. There are other people backing up these claims.
Okay, so let's say these parties were as wild and illegal as they say. What does that mean for Diddy?
Well, it means he wasn't just hosting.
Yeah.
He might have been the one making all this illegal stuff happen.
Oh, wow.
And don't forget, the police found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube at Diddy's house.
What, 1,000? That's insane.
Yeah, we don't know what that was for,
Right.
but it's definitely not a good look.
Okay, so we've got these Diddy parties, maybe a ton of illegal stuff happening, and then Kim Kardashian and Jay-Z get pulled into all of this.
Yeah, Speedy Gossips is making some serious accusations.
Remind me, what are they saying they did?
They're saying Kim Kardashian was using her fame to get close to powerful men, drugging them, and then stealing important documents to blackmail them,
Whoa.
and that Jay-Z was doing some shady business with Diddy.
And both of them have disappeared since those warrants went out.
You'd think they'd want to clear their names.
Right, it makes you wonder.
It definitely does.
And then there are the tapes, the footage that could expose everyone in Hollywood.
Right. The source says it came from someone close to Diddy's ex, Kim Porter.
And they show celebrities doing some really bad stuff.
The source is giving a lot of details, like names, dates, and even specific events.
Oh, wow.
They even say there's footage of Diddy with Will Smith and Jay-Z.
It's like a ticking time bomb.
If those tapes are real, this could ruin a lot of careers.
Yeah, this could change everything we know about Hollywood.
But we have to ask, why is this source coming forward now?
Okay, good point.
And can we trust them?
Right, we can't just believe everything they say.
But let's imagine for a second that these tapes do exist and they get released.
Okay,
What kind of legal trouble could these people be in?
that's a good question.
It could be serious. We could be talking about drug charges, assault, even worse.
Oh, wow.
And even if they don't get charged with a crime, those dates could be used in lawsuits.
So even if they don't go to jail, they could still lose everything.
Exactly. Their money, their reputation, their careers.
Wow, the stakes are high.
They are. And that's why the police are being so careful.
Yeah, they have to make sure they have a strong case.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got Diddy facing years in prison, all these accusations against huge celebrities, and those mysterious tapes.
What?
And then Jaden Smith says his dad, Will Smith, is involved too.
Yeah, what Jaden's saying is really disturbing.
What do you mean?
It sounds like Will Smith was more than just friends with Diddy.
Okay.
It sounds like he was doing some really bad stuff.
Oh, wow.
And Jaden even says his mom, Jada, knew about it and helped cover it up.
Wow. This is getting dark.
It is, and it adds a whole new layer to this whole story.
Right. It makes you think about what was really going on behind the scenes.
These accusations are coming from Will Smith's own family.
Yeah, that's not just gossip.
It makes them a lot more serious.
It makes you wonder what secrets other families in Hollywood are hiding.
Right, this could be just the beginning.
Okay, so we talked about all the legal trouble Diddy, Kim, Jay-Z, and maybe even Will Smith could be in.
Right.
But what about Hollywood? Like, could this whole thing change the industry?
It could. This isn't just about a few celebrities messing up.
Right.
It sounds like this kind of behavior has been going on in Hollywood for a long time.
Speedy Gossips is even saying that some powerful people in Hollywood might have ignored all of this because they were getting something out of it.
Yeah, like they were benefiting from Diddy's parties and his connections.
That's messed up.
It is. But it wouldn't be the first time something like this happened.
So are you saying Hollywood might finally have to face the truth?
I think so. If Diddy and these other people get convicted and it comes out that other people in Hollywood were involved, they might have to change how they do things.
This is kind of like the #MeToo movement, right?
Oh, yeah. Good point.
It started with a few people speaking out, and then it changed everything.
The #MeToo movement showed everyone that we can make a difference if we speak up.
So if this scandal gets even bigger, what kind of changes could we actually see in Hollywood?
Well, it's hard to say for sure, but I think people might start demanding more accountability.
Yeah, like being responsible for their actions,
Exactly. And maybe there will be more rules and oversight.
especially for these kinds of parties.
Right. And hopefully people will be more likely to believe victims when they come forward.
Yeah, that's important.
This could be a moment where things really start to change for the better.
Okay, but why should our listeners care about all of this Hollywood drama?
Because this isn't just about celebrities.
Okay.
This is about power and how people abuse it. And that's something we all need to pay attention to.
It could happen anywhere, not just in Hollywood.
Right. It's a reminder that we need to hold people accountable for their actions.
And we need to support people who have been hurt.
This story could start some really important conversations and lead to real change.
Not just in Hollywood, but everywhere.
Exactly.
So as this story keeps going, we want you to stay informed and think critically about what you're hearing.
Don't believe everything you read.
And be careful about those sensationalized headlines.
We'll keep following this story and let you know what happens.
But for now, we'll leave you with this thought. If a scandal like this can shake up Hollywood.
Imagine what it could do to other parts of our society.
That's all for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.